welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Tori. I go by Tori Ruth Vlogs here on YouTube, and today we are doing a Q&A get to know me. So I figured since I am new here, well relatively, some of you may have came from my Instagram, my TikTok, I figured it would be a great idea to do a bit of a get to know me Q&A so you guys can know exactly who I am, what I stand for, what I'm doing here on YouTube, and hopefully you guys can stick around for the vibe. It has been very highly requested that I do add my Instagram, TikTok accounts onto this channel, so I will add them. I'll pop them up here, but I'll also pop them down in the description box below, just so you guys can have a look at them. Stay connected. First question: do you have any animals? If so, show them. If not, what do you wish you could have? So I am very much so an animal person. I am currently in the process of trying to convince my mother to get another dog. But we currently have 2 dogs. Our oldest pup is 14 years old. His name is Jaffa. Yes, like the lolly. I'll put a little screen. I'll put some videos and stuff up on the screen over here so you guys can see my little pups. And we have another pup called Coco. She is, I think she's 3 years old. She's either 2 or 3. She is a chaotic queen. She's everything. So, and then we used to have a bird called Zinger. Unfortunately, he's passed away. And I used to have 2 rabbits and 2 hermit crabs. Who are your inspirations? I don't necessarily have one, but heaps of my friends do content creation as well. Lots of my theatre friends, because I do theatre. Fun fact about me, I do theatre. Heaps of my theatre friends are doing it. So one of my main inspirations is a guy that I did a show with this time last year. His name is Jarvis. He does mainly TikTok and Instagram content, 3rd time's the charm. I think he's got something like 20,000 followers on Instagram. Super duper proud. Hopefully I'm following in the footsteps, but we shall see where that goes. Another one of my great inspirations is Spencer Barbosa. She's a much bigger content creator, but I love everything she stands for. And I wish I found her earlier on in my teenage years, because honestly, I needed that message that she's giving. What's your zodiac sign? So I am a Virgo, very much so. To the point where I love organising everything, love planning everything, but my room. My room is always messy. Sorry, Mum. I'm really sorry, Mum. Because I have so much going on in my life that I just never ever have the time to actually keep it clean. But I'm trying to do better on that. But because I'm so busy, it's hard to keep up. Do I have any siblings? Yes, I have one little brother. He is a menace, but I've also got some step-siblings and half-brothers and sisters. It's a long family tree, but I will not bore you with that one. If you need to know, you do know, and I will let that be. Yeah, but yeah, I've got a little brother called Lachlan. He is a menace. He is 2 years younger than me. He is turning 16, not next month, the month after. Help, he's going to be driving. He's growing up too fast. I feel like literally yesterday he was like 3 years old. What's your favourite movie? My favourite movie, this is really hard. Can I do top 5? I'm going to do top 5. Number 1, 10 Things I Hate About You. Very valid movie choice. If you do not agree, get out. Get out. Seriously, we can't be friends if you don't think 10 Things I Hate About You is a cinematic masterpiece. I also really, really like, I'd say, 2nd, 3rd, and 4th go to All the Boys I Loved Before, 1, 2, and 3. Number 5, Spirited Away. I'm not normally a fan of animated movies as much as I am like real people movies, because I'm an actor, what can I say? Oh, my brother just got home. Yeah, hold on, we're gonna have to wait a second while he's noisy outside. My favourite TV show? I've started watching The Rookie. I do really like The Rookie, but not my favourite. My favourite is the Summer I Turned Pretty series. So I'm very much a Jenny Han romance novel lover. Like, as you can see, I am a romance girly through and through. Photos of my boyfriend all over my wall. What is your go-to comfort food? Chocolate. Anything chocolate. If I'm in a bad mood, chocolate. If I'm in a good mood, chocolate. If I'm in a mood, chocolate. I am a chocolate girly through and through. Anything sweet. I am not a savoury girl. I love my sweet foods. Favourite colour and why? My favourite colour is green. My bed is green. My pillows are green. Half of my clothes are green. My year 10 formal dress was green and my year 12 formal dress is going to be green. I already have it, but I'm not showing you that until the day after. But I've always had a fascination with shades of green. If you asked my cousin, she'd say that teal green is a Tori colour. My car is teal green, but my favourite at the moment is emerald green. Favourite song or music artist right now? I'm really liking Jersey Giant at the moment. Give me a second. My favourite artist is Coldplay and Rex... Oh, Jesus. My favourite artists of all time are Coldplay and Rex Orange County. But my favourite song at the moment is... Jersey Giant by Evan Homer and Julia DeGrazia. I think that's how it's pronounced. Closely followed by I Know the End by Phoebe Bridgers and We Hug Now by Sydney Rose. Favourite season and why do I love it? My favourite season is spring because it's kind of, you get those warmer days but those cooler nights, which makes it so much easier to sleep, but I actually don't get the seasonal sadness that I do during winter. I always feel so much sadder and more miserable in winter than I do in summer and the warmer months in general. So I usually find that June to August period is just I lose motivation for anything. So do not be surprised if I drop off the face of the planet Earth post June 2nd. Do not worry. I will be back once the sun starts shining again. I hibernate. And also, my birthday is on the 4th day of spring, so it's kind of hard to not like that weather shift when your birthday is right at the beginning of it. Are you more introverted or extroverted? I say that I am an ambivert extrovert, an introverted extrovert, if you want to say so. So if I can yap and yap and yap for as long as possible. I've currently been talking for 12 minutes straight. But when I'm around the right people, when I'm not around the right people, I will be silent as a mouse. So it takes a little bit for me to open up, but the second you hit the spot and I get comfortable around you, you cannot shut me up. You will know my whole life story within about 30 minutes. Morning person or night owl? I'm a night owl, but I also have to be a morning person, so my sleep schedule is a little bit messed up. Coffee is my best friend. What's my love language? I'm a gift-giving person. If you're a friend of mine, if you are a partner, my lovely boyfriend, you know that I love giving gifts because you'll talk to me about something that you want or something you like that I want, I will buy it for you. The next time you have your birthday, bam, there's that thing you talked about 6 months ago that you said you liked. But I'm also an acts of service, physical touch girly. I'm kind of everything all at once, but I more lean towards the physical touch and gift giving. What's a random fun fact about me? So, a fun fact about me. I passed out on the giant swing at our year 12 camp last year, and my heart rate went from 110 to 50 in the space of like 30 seconds. And so I passed out. And then when I came to, my whole year group was going, "Tori, wake up!" And my friend was banging on my helmet. And the whole thing was caught on video by the GoPro that I gave my friend who she was wearing. I might put an excerpt of that on the screen, actually.
Holy shit. Hate you all. Oh, me! Ow! Tori! Wake up, Tori! Wake up!
What's one thing on my bucket list? So, actually, another fun fact. I've already crossed off the main item on one of my bucket lists, which was to attend a Coldplay concert. I did that last year. I might pop in some footage here as well. Yeah, I got to attend a Coldplay concert last year, courtesy of my mum sitting on ticket tech for me for like 4 hours. She's a legend. But I really want to see the Northern Lights. Another fun fact. Why can I think of all these fun facts? I'm joined to a bunch of Southern Lights group chats, and I stalk the weather so that I can find out when the next solar ray is coming, so that I can hopefully see them without having to leave my house, which is going to be very hard because the amount of light pollution stopping me from seeing them is insane. Have you ever travelled abroad and where? So I'm a cruise ship girly. In October you'll be seeing a cruise vlog, but not yet. So I've been on, I think, 3 cruises, maybe more. One was to Tasmania. That's not abroad, but may as well be. So I went from Sydney to Tasmania. I've gone from Sydney to Port Vila, Vanuatu. We were supposed to go to Mystery Island, but that got cancelled, so we went to Noumea instead. Do not recommend. I have some horror stories from there. I've done Vanuatu twice, actually. I've gone to Bali. My most embarrassing moment. For those of you who do know me and you go to school with me, you'd remember that in year 7 I was a bit of a character. I'm getting war flashbacks right now. But I thought it would be fun back in year 7 when I was having my little main character moment to post videos of me singing to my personal Instagram account. And I imagined that I'd be just met with this barrage of oh my god, you're the best singer ever, my ears have been blessed. No, it was really bad. I still have the videos. If I get brave enough, I'll put one up here. If not, those videos are never seeing the light of day again. But it's just one of the boys at school took the video, edited it to make it ear rape, and sent it around the school and around my classmates and stuff. And so everyone, anytime I walked through the holes, I would hear my own voice but edited to make 10 times worse than it was already bad, and that's saying something. They almost made it sound better. I know they watch these videos too, so you know who you are. What's something I'm really proud of? Well, this year I was nominated and awarded Shellharbour Young Citizen of the Year. So that's really, I'm really proud of that one because that's about all my volunteer work and my work within the community. But something more recently that I'm proud of is, as part of doing YouTube, you know that you receive hate and any form of social media content. Like, people are just hence why I like talking to myself, apparently. I didn't think that my school friends and real life people would catch on to the fact that I was creating content so soon. I thought that by the time they'd notice me that I'd have like at least 1,000 subs. No, I was found out before like I even posted the first video. And then they said I got some pretty mean comments and stuff, but I won't talk about them too much because I'm really proud of the way that I am sticking to myself, making the videos that I want to make, doing things that make me happy, and if that doesn't make them happy, then so be it. What motivates me in life? I feel like I know this is bad, but I'm constantly motivated by watching what people around me are doing and their success, and I kind of drag myself down by it, but that's what motivates me. Like, I know that I could be doing better, and I know that I could improve things that I'm doing, and I use I wouldn't say jealousy, but I use my drive to do better to motivate me. But I also I've always been a very busy, very motivated person. I can't sit still. It's just impossible for me to sit still. What's a lesson I learnt the hard way? Oh, that's hard. I feel like trust. I learnt what trust is and who to trust a very hard way. Back in year 9, I had an experience with a boy, I won't name names, but I jumped in very quick, and my mum warned me. I jumped in very quick, and because I jumped in quick, I feel like I didn't exactly evaluate who he was as a person, and I suppose that I got myself into the situation that I got myself into. I'm not saying that what he did wasn't his choice, wasn't his fault, and that what he did was good in any way, shape, or form. But I feel like if I had taken it slower to get to know and trust him before inviting him further into my life, I feel like then I wouldn't have been put in the situation that I was put in. But I still am learning my boundaries, and I still am learning who to and to not trust. So I still find myself getting hurt very often, but I'm a people pleaser, so I'm going to please people no matter what. What's one piece of advice that I'd give my younger self? To just take it easy. And not everything has to be done today. Not everything has to be done tomorrow. You aren't the only person in this world. There are other perspectives, other people, other thoughts, other ideas. So even though you feel like you deserve everything and for everyone to respect you, you don't. Well, you mean you do, but it's not going to happen at the end of the day. And just to toughen up a bit. I've already answered that one. What's my biggest fear? My biggest fear is heights. I hate anything heights. That's probably why I passed out on the giant swing at school, is because I am so scared of heights. Back in the beginning of year, I think it was either year 5 or year 6, I was on a swing in my local area, and it was one of these seesaw swings where it was a big pole, and it had 2 like metal bars, and they were on like an axis, and 2 like long chains with like rubber over them, and this like thing at the bottom you sit on. And I was on one side and my brother was on the other, and he was at the bottom and I was at the very top, and his shoe fell off. And so he was trying to put his shoe back on. He was wriggling around trying to get his foot in his shoe and put it on, and his butt slipped off the end. And because that weight was now gone, I've just come crashing down to the floor. I ended up on a spinal board in an ambulance, but I didn't break anything. I was okay, but it was very scary, and I haven't recovered from that since. I'm still scared of heights. I'm getting better though, but I'm still really scared of heights. Why did I start my channel? Earlier this year, I kind of found a passion and a love for creating digitally, lots of video filming. I was finding that the mortality of the moment was slipping from me. I felt like because I was in year 12, I was running out of time, and I know it sounds so stupid, but I felt like there was so many memories that I hadn't captured. And so I kind of just decided, hang on a minute, I need to capture more memories. And so I started filming, and I was putting together this like documentary style video, which I'm still working on, but it probably won't be done for quite a few months. But I thought that energy, I couldn't waste it. So here I am. What kind of content do I want to create? Well, as you've seen, I kind of make lifestyle-based content, but also I make some comedy content with my friends where we just kind of hang out. And because we're naturally funny people, it's just kind of comedic in itself. But yeah, definitely want to do heaps more vlogging. I'm gonna vlog tomorrow. Tomorrow I have an audition with an acting school in America. I am so excited. You don't even understand. I should be actually memorizing my lines for it right now, but am I? No. But yeah, so definitely want to do more vlogs. Sit down videos like this, not so much, like on my own. But yeah, anything and everything really. Who are my favourite YouTubers? I definitely really like the Sterniolo triplets. Ben of the Week. He's been like a fan favourite of mine for so long. Ben of the Week, the Sterniolo triplets. I used to be a really big fan of Emma Chamberlain. I haven't watched her for a little bit, but her videos were all used to be really good. I'm not sure now because I haven't watched her in a little bit. What's one video idea I'm really excited to make? I'm really excited for the next car video with my friends. I'm really excited for that one purely because they are just so much fun to make. Because we literally just get to sit there and hang out, and then at the end of the night I get to go home, I get to edit it and just have a look at it, and it's just so fun to look back on. And what do I hope that people take away from my videos? I hope they walk away with a smile. I hope they have good days and that my videos can spark joy. I know that some people don't like my content, and that's okay. This type of content isn't for everyone. But I'm also not making this channel to please anyone yet. This channel's more for me than anything. It's a vice, it's an outlet instead of studying, or to help me study, like my last video. Okay. If you could have dinner with any 3 people, dead or alive, who would it be? Lin-Manuel Miranda, purely because he is a genius. He is so funny. I feel like he would be great at a dinner table. Billy Joel. I feel like he just had so much life wisdom about him, like just through his lyrics. I just feel like talking to him would just deepen my perspective on life, but also he's like a legend, and like having dinner with him and Lin, like the 2 lyric geniuses, would be insane. And Sabrina Carpenter. purely because she's just so funny. I love her. Always have. I'm a day one. I was watching her when she was in Girl Meets World, when Girl Meets World first came out. So, just saying. What's my guilty pleasure? Making YouTube videos, and most of you already know my guilty pleasure, so don't know if it's so much of a guilty pleasure anymore. What is the last thing I googled? The last thing I googled was Meg monologues from Away, because that's the monologue I'm using tomorrow. If my life were a movie, what would the title be? The title would be Tori Story. Tori Story has been a nickname I have had since I was in year 1. It's been a nickname I've had since year 1. My year 1 teacher gave it to me. He used to call me Tori Story because he'd say, "What's the story, Tori?" Because I yapped so much. And now look at where that got me. I'm now running a YouTube channel that has less than 30 subscribers, but I act like I have thousands. But yeah, so that's like the nickname he gave me, and that followed me through high school somehow, because this teacher we had called Mr. Davison, he started calling me Tori Story without knowing that my year 1 teacher also called me that. So I feel like that's just a nickname that has been with me for so long. And I think it perfectly describes who I am, because I always have a story to tell. I'm always telling stories, and I'm also an actor. So I literally tell stories all the time, whether it be my own or a written one, or I help someone tell their story. Like, I'm just always telling stories. What's something people always misunderstand about me? I feel like a lot of people just think I'm loud and bossy. I've always been called loud and bossy. I had the nickname Karen for a while, but that was also because I was kind of a Karen in year 7. But I've always had the right intentions behind what I do. I don't want harm for anyone. I just try and look after myself and the people I love to the best of my ability. And I understand that sometimes that's not my responsibility. But in a sense, if I love that person and I appreciate their time, effort, and company, then I will put my all into them, even if that means copping the backlash for it, if that makes sense. Would I rather travel to the past or the future? I feel like the past, because the future is coming whether I like it or not. But I feel like the past would give me such a better understanding of who I am, but also what the world is and how the world is what it is. And I feel like that would just be so much cooler. Like, I could literally just go tomorrow and have dinner with Marie Antoinette and just call it a night.
75 years later.
Alrighty, so that is all the questions I have for today. I thank you so much for coming and sitting here and listening to me yap for 33 minutes unedited, so it'll probably be a little bit less than that. Thank you so much for coming and sitting along. Comment below any other video ideas you'd like me to make. I appreciate your time so much. I hope you are having a great week. Happy Friday, and I will see you all in the next video. Thank you guys. Bye.